Good morning, my dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing great and are absolutely fine. So, students, today I welcome you all in this English class where we are going to learn something new and something very interesting. So, let's begin. So, here, as you all can see, the two friends are talking to each other. What they are talking about, let's just find out. So basically these girls' name is Disha and Bini. So Disha and Bini are two friends. They are talking to each other, and what they are talking to each other, what they are talking about, let's just find out. So basically Disha and Bini got to know that their favorite teacher is leaving school. They are planning to take her address so that they can write letters to her. So here what they are talking about, so their favorite teacher is leaving school and they feel bad about it. So what they are want to do, they want to write a letter to her favorite, to their favorite ma'am. Alright. So next day the ma'am came in the class and during class Disha and Bini asked the teacher for her address and the teacher gave it to them. So basically they want to write a letter to their favorite ma'am, so they want address of her, so that is why they can after that they can write letter to their ma'am, because address because letter need address, right? So that is why they asked to her ma'am that they want address of a ma'am, that is why, so that they can write letter for her. Alright. So during class Disha and Bini asked the teacher for her address and the teacher gave it to them. Alright. Now the letter is, hello ma'am, I know you miss us, ma'am. We miss you so much. Please come back. How is your new school? Please come and meet us soon. See my darling now. Disha Devi. Disha, so Disha write this letter and say it to mother that please see this letter and tell me how is it. Alright. So Disha, it is such a beautiful letter you have written. Your teacher will be really happy. You just need to make a few changes to make it more interesting, to make it look more interesting. So basically Disha did what? Disha did write a letter to her ma'am. But before giving to ma'am, she she told her mother to see this letter and tell me how is it. Alright. So her mother said that it looks very nice, you have written very nice letter, but there is something missing in this letter. To making it look more interesting, you need to change something. Alright. So okay ma, please tell me how to do it. Okay. Then Disha said, okay ma, please tell me how to do it. Okay. Now before writing a letter, these are the things you should remember. Because before writing a letter, especially in formal letter, these are the things you should remember. What the things are? Greetings. Greetings, they will be important. Greeting must be so important. Then precise and short. The letter should be precise and short. There should be not more than lot more information in just letters. Then forms of subscription. Forms of subscription should be in the letter. Then dear, dearest, this is called salutation. Alright. Then your address, this is called the heading. Alright. This is called the heading. Your address should be here. Then before address, after address, there should be date. Alright. There should be date. Then the body of the letter, which you may extend more than one paragraph. Here should be your body of the letter. And then receiver's address. This is the place where you should put receiver's address. Alright. Just look at this very carefully and know where everything should be written. Like the body of the letter should be written here, date should be written here, your address must be here, then there the salutation should be here, and the receiver address should be at bottom. Clear? Okay. And this is the complimentary clause, like your lovingly, your dear one, whatever it is, you should be write the complementary clause here. Clear? Okay, now this is the first question for you all of this session. Which part of a personal letter is it? Your faithfully. Okay. A. Leave taking. B. Subject. C. Salutation. D. Complimentary clause. Your time starts now. This is very simple question for you all. I hope everyone know the answer of this question. Alright students, so the question, let's see the question first. Which part of a personal letter is it? Your faithfully. A. Leave taking? No. B. Subject? No. C. Salutation? No. D. Complimentary clause is the right answer. Whatever, your faithfully, your lovingly, your obediently, yours, or yours, everything, whatever you written, that is what we call complimentary clause at the end. All right, your faithfully, your obediently, your close, your dearest one, or your jo bhi likhte ho, whatever you written, that is the complimentary clause. What we call it is a complimentary clause. Okay, so option D here is the right answer. All right, let's move forward and have a look. So the mom of Disha said that, Disha, will you be able to write it down now? Now I have to tell you, the ma said that I have now tell you how to write a letter to look it more interesting. Can you do it now? So Disha said, okay ma, I will try to do that. Okay, so Disha said what? Disha said, okay ma, I will try to do that. Okay, now this is how we write an informal letter. Okay, this is how we write an informal letter. You should know, and this is very important, that you should know every place of everything, like where you should write salutation, where you should write date, where you should write your address, where you should write receiver's address, where you should write body of the letter, and where you should write complimentary clause. Because if you write suppose if you write date here and salutation here, the number would be cut. All right, in exam the number would be cut. All right, so please just make sure that everything should be in the right place. All right, while you are writing the letter, because these are the most important things of getting marks. All right, so this is the dear, dearest, this is the salutation. Just remember that. Now in the salutation, the place of salutation, we put dearest ma'am. Okay, now your address, in the place of your address, what we write? House number 36, Barovari, Uzan Bazaar, Khokrazar, 25th February 2024. This is your address and this is the date. Clear? Now in the place of body of the letter, what you should write? I hope you are doing fine. I am fine as well. I have been thinking of you since many days. That is why I am writing this letter. This time Prabina ma'am is teaching us English. She loves us very much, but we miss you. We miss the way we used to learn English through games. I know you cannot come back, but please come to our home someday. I hope you stay well and please do not forget to reply me. This is how we write the body of the letter, because it should clear, because it would be clear, precise, and clear and precise. Okay, because here is not too much information. Whatever the important message she wants to give to her ma'am, only that is only. Okay, that message that is there, not too much information are there. All right, so when you write the body of the letter, whatever the letter it is, formal letter or informal letter, just make sure it should be precise and short. Alright, then the receiver's address. In the place of receiver's address, you put house number 23, Rajani Path, ABC Road, Guwahati, Assam. This is the her ma'am's address. And the complimentary clause, in the place of complimentary clause, you put yours lovingly, Disha Devi. Alright. So this is how we write, this is the right way to write a letter, informal letter to someone. Clear? Here the salutation, your address, date, body of the letter, receiver's address and complimentary clause. Clear? Fine? Alright. Let's move forward now. This is what we call the heading. Your address would be the heading of the letter. Clear? This is what we call salutation. Again same thing. This is what we call body of the letter. This is what we call the receiver's address, and this is what we call complimentary clause, and this one is the date. Everyone know. Now the second question for you all. Which part of a letter is it? 4th December 2018. Your options are leave taking, subject, salutation or date. Your time starts now. Alright students, time up. So the question is, which part of a letter is it? 4th December 2018. A. Leave taking? No. Subject? No. Salutation? No. Option D. Date. This is how we write a date. Alright. So option D here is the correct option. Clear? Okay. Let's move forward. Arrange the following parts of a letter. Now, exercise for you all, that what you have to do is, you have to arrange the following parts of a letter. The parts is, I hope you are doing well, dear Paromita, your Endringly and Pratha. Just tell me how we arrange these parts correctly. I give you 10 seconds to answer this question. Alright. Alright students, time up. Just let's find out. Alright. So firstly, this is the salutation. Alright. This is the body of the letter. This is the complimentary clause. Alright. And your name. So tell me which is come first. Which one of the following is come first? The come first, dear Propelman. The salutation come first. Then the body of the letter, I hope you are doing well. Then the complimentary clause and then your name. Alright. Clear? Okay. So this is the correct way to write a letters. First is salutation, then your address, then date. Address would be your heading. Alright. Your address would be the heading of the letter. Alright. Then the body of the letter, then the receiver's address, and then complimentary clause, and at last your name. Clear? Okay. Write a letter to your friend about an exhibition you have been recently. So now what you have to do is, you have to write a letter to your friend about an exhibition that you have been recently. Now let's just find out. Now here what it is, tell me what it is. This is the heading of the, what it is, this is the heading of the letter, and the heading of the letter would be your address, Agla Baihata Chariali, and then date. Alright. Dear Kokita, what it is? This is the salutation. Alright. I hope you are doing well. I was worried as I haven't heard from you for so long. I am telling you about an exhibition that I recently visited. The oldest and premier institution of our locality celebrated the Golden Jubilee with the 3-day long program on 13th, 14th and 15th March, with a solemnity on completion of its victorious 50 years. On this occasion, the exhibition subcommittee organized a science exhibition on the first day of the Golden Jubilee. About 20 groups of 12 schools participated and displayed their projects, models and charts. The various science projects and models attracted the visitors and captured the limelight as the gathering of visitors being witnessed around them. The exhibition was indeed a very promising one, and I hope that more such exhibitions would be held in the days to come, that I might enjoy with you. Convey my regards to your parents and affection to your sister. Alright, this is what? This is the body of the letter. Then Rota Udalguri Assam. This is what? This is the receiver's address. And then here your lovely friend, that is Parveen. This is the complimentary clause and your name. Okay, so this is the right way of writing a letter, informal letter to your friend. Clear? Now, Disha and Bini are planning for a picnic. Alright, they are planning whom to ask for joining them. Alright, so basically what? Basically Disha and Bini are planning for a picnic. They are planning whom to ask for joining them. Alright, so basically here Disha and Bini planning some picnic and they are thoughting about like whom to invite. Alright, for a picnic. Alright, so let us ask Sanya to join. So they decided, let us ask Sanya to join. We shall write a letter to her. Then the Bini said, okay, Sanya, okay, we invite Sanya, so let's just write a letter to her for invitation. Now they are invited. So it is basically informal letter but invitation letter. Alright. As I already told you in some classes that invitation letter comes in the informal letter. Alright. So let's just find out how to write a letter. Again, same thing, your address and the date. Alright. Then, dearest Sanya, salutation would be here. Then the body of the letter. Let's just find out. Okay. Dearest Sanya, how are you? I am well by the grace of Almighty. I hope that you are well at present. Today, I want to tell you about a thing that would impress you in no time. I know that you are longing for visiting Tezpur, the historical place of Assam. It is a nice time and chance to visit this place of your interest. Our class teacher proposed that we should go for a picnic to Tezpur the following Sunday. According to him, it would be to kill two birds with one stone. We may visit the various relics and monuments at and around Tezpur such as Padum, Pukhri, Chitralekha Park, Mahabhairavi Temple, Kaila Bhumra Bridge and so on. That is why all our classmates have readily agreed and decided to visit the place of our dreams. So, I request you to accompany us to fulfill your longest desire. My friend and I shall be very glad to meet you. JD Road, Kokrajhar, Assam, and your loving friend Binni Boro. Okay, so this is what? This is how we write a letter to our friend, or basically it is an invitation letter. Alright, so this is the heading of the letter, that is your address. This is the date of the letter, this is salutation, this is the body, this is complimentary clause and your name, and this is receiver's address. Alright. Again, a question for you all. Where do we write the receiver's address in a personal letter? Your options are A. At the end of the letter, B. In the middle of the letter, C. In the beginning of the letter, and D. In the body of the letter. Your time starts now. Receiver's address. Alright, where do we write receiver's address in the personal letter? Alright students, time up. Let's see the question. Where do we write the receiver's address in a personal letter? A. At the end of the letter. B. In the middle of the letter? No. In the beginning of the letter? No. In the body of the letter? No. We write receiver's address at the end of the letter. Alright. Your address. Sender's address would be the heading of the letter and receiver's address should be right in the bottom of the letter. Alright. So here option A is the correct option. Alright. Okay. Let's move forward now. A special tip. Now here is a special tip to write a letter, basically informal letter. Where to write the receiver's address? In a box at the bottom. In a box at the bottom. You should write always, just keep in your mind, you should write always receiver's address at the bottom of the letter. Clear? Which part of the, now again a question for you all. Which part of the letter is it? Dear, dearest, XYZ, whatever the name is. Alright. A. Leave taking. B. Salutation. C. Complimentary clause. And D. Date. Your time starts now. Alright students, time up. So here the question is, which part of the letter is it? Dear, dearest, XYZ. Your options are leave taking, salutation, complimentary clause and date. So it is very simple for you all now that this is the salutation. Option B here is the correct option. Alright. Okay. Let's move forward and have a summary of this session. So this is how we learn. So basically students, today we are talked about letters, and basically everyone know that in your time everyone wants to write a letter to someone. Alright. So letters are many types. For example, there would be a formal letter and there are informal letters too. They have difference in them. Alright. So basically formal letters we talk about earlier, but today we are talked about and we are learned about only about informal letters. Alright. So basically informal letters are what, how we want to convey our feelings to someone. Alright. Like Disha and Bini are two friends in their school. Their favorite teacher wants to leave school and they miss her. Now what they want to do? They want to write a letter to her ma'am, to want her to know that we are missing them. Alright. So they write letter to her ma'am. So basically when we write informal letter to someone, because you have also your favorite teachers, you have also your dearest friend and your family, you want to invite someone to your place, so you want to write a letter to them. Alright. So how you write a letter to them? There are some special tips to write a letter to someone. Alright. Basically we are talk about informal letter only here. Alright. So when you talk about informal letter, there are something that you should keep in your mind while you are writing a letter. Clear? So the things are that you should keep in your mind is, first is you should write salutation where, you should write address where, your address, receiver's address, then the date and the body of the letter and the complimentary clause. Do not do this one thing that salutation would be here and your address would be here. The place should be clear and the place should be clear. Alright. So just keep in your mind and always remember while you are writing the letter. Alright. That your address, that is the sender's address, who are sending the letter, that your address is the heading of the letter. So your address would be the top of the letter. Alright. Then upon your address there should be the date while you are writing the letter, on which date you are writing this letter, the date should be there. Then the salutation should be there. After salutation is what? Salutation is dear ma'am, dear friend, whatever it is. Alright. So that is the salutation. After that you should write body of the letter. Alright, after that you should write body of the letter. In body of the letter, just keep in your mind that you should not do you should not write more information and unnecessary information in the letter. Just be precise and short and give only important information while you are writing the letter. Clear? Or body of the in the body of the letter. Then after that, just put receiver's address and the complimentary clause. Complimentary clause would be your lovely friend, your faithfully, your obediently, like that. That is what we call complimentary clause, and after complimentary clause there should be your name. So this is how we write a letter. Basically we are talking about informal letter, so this is how we write a informal letter. Clear? I hope everyone should know now how we write a informal letter. Like first is sender's address, then date, alright, then salutation, then body of the letter, then the complimentary clause, and then receiver's address. Clear? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these 6 things keep in your mind while you are writing a letter. These 6 things just keep in your mind. Alright, let's move forward now. So this is how we write. Dearest ma'am, salutation, this is your address. This is what? House number 36, Barovari, Uzan Bazar, Khokrazar, and then your date 24th February 2024. In which date you are writing this letter. Then the body of the letter. In the body of the letter, what we do? I hope you are doing well. I am fine. What we do? That we do not give too much information in the writing. Alright, in the letter. Only important information should be there in the body of the letter. Alright, it should be precise and short. This is a tip for you all. Alright, okay. So I hope you are doing fine. I am fine as well. I have been thinking of you since many days. That is why I am writing this letter. This time Prabina ma'am is teaching us English. She loves us very much, but we miss you. We miss the way we used to learn English through games. I know you cannot come back, but please come to our home someday. I hope you stay well and please do not forget to reply me. This is the body of the letter. See, this is how precise and short it is. Alright, only important information are there. Then receiver's address. House number 23, Rajani Path, ABC Road, Guwahati, Assam. And the complimentary clause would be yours lovingly, Disha Devi. So this is how we write a informal letter to someone. Alright. Now let's just find the questions about exam corners. The question is, write a letter to your friend telling him about your daily life. Alright. So this is the first question for you all. Write a letter to your friend telling him about your daily life. Second question is, write a letter to your friend telling him what you intend to do after the HLC examination. Alright, so this is the question for you all. Practice them in your home and getting good marks in the exam. Alright, how many times you have practiced the letters, formal letter, informal letter, or whatever it is, whatever the topic is, then you know how to write, and you basically write good letters in exam, so you get good marks. Alright, again a question for you all. Which part of the letter is it? #12, Main Road, Ulubari, Guwahati 781001. Which part of the letter is it? Alright, your options are A, leave taking, B, salutation, C, complimentary clause, and D, sender's address. Your time starts now. Alright students, time is up. So the question is, which part of the letter is it? #12 Main Road Ulubari, Guwahati 781001. Very simple. I know everyone knows the answer now. A. Leave taking? Of course not. B. Salutations? Of course not. Complimentary clause? Of course not. Send address? Yet it is a address. So option D here is the correct answer. Okay. Option D is here is the correct answer. This is the address. Alright. Let's move forward. Assignment. Again, assignment for you all. Okay, just write down in your copies as well the question. Write a letter to your pen friend describing your daily routine during the lockdown period. Okay, so question for you all, you have to write a letter to your friend. Write a letter to your friend congratulating him or her on his or her victory in an international gymnastic championship. Okay, a second question for you all. The third question is, write a letter to your friend thanking him, her for the help she did. Alright? Okay. Again, a question for you all. Alright, so this is the last question for you all. How you like this session? Happy, quite good, satisfactory, confused? Your time starts now. Alright students, time is up. So here I hope, thank you very much. I hope you like this session, and I hope you know now how to write an informal letter, basic tips of writing an informal letter. So I hope everyone knows now, and everyone got how to write an informal letter. Alright, so basically we will meet in the next class. Till then, bye bye, take care and have a good day.